and welcome back to Building the Boys. It's time for our weekly catch-up. So what's been going on? A lot's been going on. The big news is that Fan Home have now released the news that they are doing the 1966 Batmobile. Now, this is one that was an inevitability. They were always going to do the 66 Batmobile. Once Eagle Moss had gone under, it was just a case of who was going to pick it up. Now, naturally, when Fan Home picked up all the other models, it was unbelievably inevitable. They'd shipped a lot of the Batmobile 66 to Eagle Moss. So Eagle Moss had Batmobile parts in the UK at the time. And I want to say they went up to issue 12. So those parts existed. They were sat in a warehouse somewhere. So there's an inevitability to it. So they will be doing the 66 Batmobile, and that will be coming in January for pre-order, I believe, in January. I think it goes live, but it'll be a pre-order. Then I would imagine it'll kick in about February. But that's good news for a lot of people. I know a lot of people really wanted that 66, so it's good news that they can do it. From what I can remember from Eagle Moss's promotion of it, it doesn't do that much. But I mean, ultimately, I don't think it matters when it comes to vehicles. All this stuff that they do, I don't think they need to be honest with you. I mean, the Batmobile, the 66 Batmobile the afterburner needs to light up, the headlights need to go, an engine sound be good. Beyond that, it didn't really do much, to be honest with you. The 66 Batmobile really doesn't do a lot because it never really drove. If you watch any of the 66 show, with the exception of the one scene they just show on a loop of the Batmobile entering the cave, it would just be Batman and Robin sat in it with a green screen, a rear projection screen. It wasn't even green screen back then behind them, pretending to drive, and that was it. There was no real chases with it. You didn't see it firing things or anything like that. You'd occasionally see Batman pick up the phone or he'd press a button where it was, the bat, but there wasn't a lot of Batmobile in the 66 show. It would pull up outside the police station. That was about it. And this is the thing with the 66 Batmobile was based on the Lincoln Futura, it was the Lincoln Futura, which was a concept car. It was terrible. I mean, it was really bad. This is the funny thing with kind of movie cars and TV cars and things like that. A lot of the time, they look a lot better than they actually are. So the Futura looks like a bat out of hell. It looks like it would go ridiculously fast. It had a top speed of 40 miles per hour, the original Batmobile. That was it, 40. That's how fast the Futura went. It was notorious that it kept breaking down. I mean, it was already, I want to say, 12 years old before they turned it into the Batmobile. So the car had just kind of been sat in storage for over a decade when it first came on. If you've been watching my Tumblr build, we did a whole thing about the 66 Batmobile. It looks beautiful. It's iconic as hell. But performance-wise, it just ain't there. And that, strangely, is true of a lot of Batmobiles, with the exception of the Tumblr. The Tumblr was the first Batmobile that was made specifically for the film. So it's not built on the chassis of something else. It's not, we'll take this and make it look like something. It's an actual car. It's an actual vehicle, and it was made specifically for that movie. And it's the first time they ever did that. Every other Batmobile has been something else with a body shell clamped on top of it, or it hasn't ran at all, or it's been electrical, or it's been whatever it was. So like the 89 Batmobile, there are drivable versions of it, but the original 89 Batmobile, the first one they used in the movie was electric. So it was like very powerful wheelchair motors, apparently, because it doesn't really have to drive that far. I mean, this is the thing for the movies. They don't drive that far. I was working for a company where we needed one, and we looked at the 89 Batmobile, and it had a petrol tank that made it good for 6 miles. That was it. We could do 6 miles in it. That's it. And we were like, really? And they're like, yeah, because it doesn't drive in the films. And we were like, okay, I didn't know that. Now I do. Whereas the Tumbler, full petrol tank, you drive the Tumbler. It's a genuine vehicle. Airwolf was the same. So Airwolf, everyone remembers how cool Airwolf was, but in reality, it was an ambulance helicopter. That's what it was. It was a day tripper. It wasn't an attack helicopter. It's not like a Chinook or anything like that. It's or an Apache. It was kind of a crap helicopter, to be honest with you. They'd made look really good. So all those bits on the side of it looked amazing, but it's all just fiberglass. But the actual helicopter itself, kind of a dud. And it's the same of it. I know this is sacrilege, but history has done this car wonders. The DeLorean So what's now somewhat lost in the years is the DeLorean being the time machine in Back to the Future was kind of a joke. That was the whole idea of it. It was a joke. The DeLorean was kind of the car no one wanted in 1985. They couldn't give them away. And that's why throughout the original Back to the Future, it keeps breaking down. That was the gag. The top speed of a DeLorean is bloody terrible. For what's supposed to be a sports car, the top speed of the DeLorean, I want to say, is about 96. And it takes a good, I think 11, 12 seconds to get from 0 to 60 in a DeLorean. It's supposed to be a sports car. And it isn't this. That was the joke. The joke was, a DeLorean? Now we see it's cool because we associate it Back to the Future and it's the coolest car ever. But the reality of it is, as sports cars go, it kind of sucked, which is why they didn't sell. It's why the company went bust. So now you know. But that's coming. So the 66 Batmobile is coming from Fanhome. And that's good for a lot of people. I mean, again, if you build the Tumblr, you might want a whole menagerie of Batmobiles, because I'll be honest with you, I think the 1989 Batmobile is a shoo-in. I don't know when it's going to happen, but at some point there's going to be an 89 Batmobile build. There just is, right? I think it's inevitable. Sure as day follows night, sure as eggs is eggs, sure as every odd-numbered Star Trek film sucks. At some point there will be a 1989 Batmobile partwork. I guarantee it. It's just going to happen. It just is. I think now, definitely, you got the Tumblr, you got the 66, the 89 is an inevitability. And I'll tell you what I'd like to see as well. The Batman. The Batmobile from the Batman, I like it. I think it'd be a great part work. It's just a muscle car, but, you know, with all the wingdings and bells and whistles, I think it would look awesome. So imagine having that. 1/8 scales, 1/6 scales, Batmobiles, lots of them. Oh, come on, it'd be lovely. Speaking of Batmobile, we will have massively delayed. We will have the next 6 issues of the Tumblr up this weekend, and that's 35 to 40. It's just wiring, but then the wiring's done, because the good news is now the wiring is complete on the Batmobile. We do shift significantly. I know a lot of people have been hating on that build because of how little there was to do. Well, all that changes because we will be getting the next 6. Now, they're going to be arriving possibly. There is a very, very small possibility that those things are going to arrive the 22nd or 23rd of December. It's more likely they're going to arrive after Christmas, possibly just before New Year's. But what's coming in the next ones, we're going to be doing the steering rack. We also build the chassis. We build the cage. So the cage has gone on top of it. Now, the fact that we're getting the chassis, then the cage, pretty much confirms what I thought was going on and why the build's been the way it is. I think what's going to happen, as opposed to other partwork cars, where we build a chassis, a rolling chassis, and then we take a frame and bolt it to it, I think what's actually going to happen is the cockpit is going to go onto the chassis. I think we're then going to build the cage around it, and we're going to add the paneling to it. I think rather than 2 separate things that go together, I think it's going to go on. I might be wrong, but I think that's what's happening. I think we're going to encase that thing, because the shape of it, I don't think you could lower down onto it. I think it's got to be built around it. That's why I think we've done it the way it's been done. It's been a little unusual. What else have we got coming up on the channel? Lots. So we've got lots and lots coming up on the channel. We do have Christmas starting now. As of the 1st of December, we will be uploading at least once a day for the entirety of December. And I believe there's going to be about 55 videos through December. So wish me luck. Because it's at least once a day. Some days there's going to be 2 or 3 or 4. So there's going to be a lot through December. And I'm doing this because, again, as I've said before, when we spoke about Men's Mental Health this month, and I know Christmas isn't quite the happy season it is for everybody. Some people, it's not so much, you know, it can be quite a lonely season. I want to know, I'd provide you got something to watch. You got some entertainment, so you can swing by and hang out with your friend Scotty. And there'll always be something new every single day throughout Christmas, including Christmas Day. I've never done that before, but this Christmas, on Christmas Day, there will be something for you to watch. We also, you would have seen this has gone up today, so you can go and show interest or get the alert, whatever it is. We are going to do the New Year's Eve live build. And I can tell you today what that is going to be. And it's going to be this one. That is the Rokr Big Ben. And it's currently available on Amazon for just under 13 quid. Now, the reason why I've chose that one is 3 reasons, in fact. One, I want to keep it as as low price as possible. So as many people that wanted to join in can. I didn't want to go, here's a 50 quid model or here's a 100 quid model. I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to keep it as many people as possible can build it and have a little bit of fun. So 13 quid, I thought, come on, it's, 13 quid. The other reason why it's Big Ben. So if you are from the UK, if you're not from the UK, when they show you news of New Year's Eve celebrations around the world, we have big fireworks display on New Year's Eve in London. And Big Ben is very prominent in that. Big Ben is what rings in the New Year's. So even if you're at home, people typically have the TV on, they see Big Ben and they hear the chimes. I think it's very appropriate for New Year's Eve. And the other reason is I have actually built that one before, a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed it and gave mine away. Somebody wanted it. So my Big Ben is gone. And I thought, you know what? I think it's perfect. I've built it before, so I know it's not a bad model. I know it's a good model, so I know it's also good for all levels. So I think even if you're a beginner to this, we're going to go nice and slow. We're not going to rattle through it. We're going to go nice and slow. The plan is to start at 8:30 and go right through until about 12:30. So it's going to be about 4 hours building. However, it's not going to take 4 hours to build. He says, he hopes. I don't remember it taking 4 hours to build. I really hope it doesn't. But the idea being is we can take our time, and in between we can have breaks every 30 minutes or so we can go get more beers, we can use the toilet, we can have a chat, we can do whatever it is, and we can enjoy the evening. So rather than just being right, shut up and watch the build, that's not what it's going to be. We're going to go through the stages, we're going to take our time, we're going to have some laughs, we're going to have a bit of a party, So if you would like to join in, you don't have to buy the model. If you want to join in, you can still just swing by. You don't have to build the model. You can watch us doing it. But if you want to take part and you want to build along with us, I'll put a link down below to where you can get it in the Amazon UK store. But if you're looking to join in as well, you don't have to get it from Amazon, right? I don't get any money from you buying this, so it's not like get it from there. You can get it from anywhere. Anywhere you can get it from, get it. So the best price you can get it, go for it. If you are in a country outside of the UK, you need to search for Rokr, that's Rokr Big Ben, and you'll find it. And it's a low-cost model, it's not expensive. You won't need any special tools, you're not going to need any glue or anything like that. All of this is click to fit. It's a wooden model. If you've never built a Rokr model before, they're beautiful, I love them. I've got a case full of them over there. And they're a lot of fun, they really are. And I just think it's perfect. I think it's very fitting for New Year's, and why not? And it's gorgeous when it lights up, because it lights up. It's got a really nice glow to it. There's a very clever effect to it, and it's a gorgeous thing. It doesn't come with batteries, so I'll tell you that now. So you will need the batteries. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are, but I'll put it in the description what the batteries are for it. But we've got ours, so we've got ours here ready. But if you would like to join in, you've got 4 weeks to find one. So I'd go sooner rather than later, and that's not because I'm that popular. That's what it is. I just don't find yourself in a position where it's like, I couldn't get one. So if you can get one now, get it now. What else have we got coming up on the channel? We have got another build from our friends over at Funhole. Now this one is brand new. This one isn't available in the shops yet, and I shouldn't really be showing it you, but I'm going to anyway. This is the newsstand, and this is the first one from their City Life range. I love these. So this is the smallest building they've done. They've started doing smaller sets because at the moment their sets are massive, and the massive sets are gorgeous. But they've started doing smaller ones, which I think is great because it gives, not everybody wants to lay out that expense on a huge one to begin with. They just don't. So I think if you can get a smaller one that still has the same quality, still has the same light effects and whatnot, I think it's a smart idea. And that's what this one is. It's a very nice little newsstand, so we're going to build that. That should be up this weekend as well. The other thing we've got, I got to show you this because this cracks me up. We have got our advent calendar. So I wanted an advent calendar that really encapsulated Christmas as much as I could. I thought, right, I want the most festive advent calendar I can possibly get. And that is why I chose this one. So there you can see, we got our days going down to 24. And then right at the top, we've got Hans Gruber being thrown from Nakatami Plaza. And basically Hans is going to fall one step each day throughout Christmas. So there you go, he's fallen to number 1 there. And then he's going to go to 2, and so on and so forth, until yippee-ki-yay, Muddy Funster. So that is the Building with the Boys 2023 Advent Calendar. I mean, it's so festive. It's so festive. There's no better Christmas movie than Die Hard. There really isn't. I mean, what's not to love about it? Hans Gruber getting thrown off Nakatomi Plaza, and the magical moment when Al the cop realizes he can absolutely unload his gun again into someone's chest. It's just a special time of year. Fun. So much fun. I'm like, yeah, saw it, had to have it, bought it. That was it. So these are great. If you want one of these, again, you still got time. They're cheap as hell. You can get these for about £7 on Amazon. So Google it. Just Google Die Hard Advent Calendar on Amazon, or search Amazon Die Hard Advent Calendar. Bam, there it is. And you've still got time, man. You've still got time. And also, it's reusable. So you can use this every year. You can watch Hans Gruber plummet to his death slowly through the month of December. What else have we got coming up? We've got something coming up. I've got something to tell you. I'm very happy about this. So we were contacted by a company. I can't give you the full details on it at the moment because I've been told to keep my mouth shut for now. But a model company has contacted us and asked us if they could collaborate with the channel, if we'd be interested in building models for them. Now, this is a company that we use on the channel quite regular. So I'm very happy to be doing it for it. And the reason why I'm happy about it is because, as you know, when it comes to models and whatnot, I buy all these models, so I have to be very selective of what I get. But if they would like to collaborate, it means that I can do models that I possibly wouldn't do because budget would stop me from doing them. But now it means I can do them, and you'll get to see them as well. So very excited for that. It looks like 2024 is going to be a good year. So it's it makes me happy because, again, it means we can bring more stuff to the channel. We can interact with a different audience that maybe aren't into, say, Titanic or aren't into the Doll's House. You know, it gives us a chance to talk to other people and welcome into our little community. So very excited about it. I'll have more news about that soon, very soon. So I'll be able to tell you exactly what we're doing and who we're working with. But what comes with it will be very nice discount codes for you as well. So there'll be very, very nice discount codes. And this is a model company. This isn't like Funhole that do the brick models. This is models. So it's a good one. It's a really good one. I'm very happy about it. And I'm kind of surprised. It was kind of out of the blue. But we started speaking yesterday. And it's all done and dusted and finalised today. So I'm very happy about that. And as soon as I've got more news and I'm allowed to tell you what we're doing, I'll tell you. We built Titanic this week. You can see it over there at the moment. It's looking gorgeous. Honestly, we've pretty much completed the promenade deck. We've got a few bits and pieces to put on there, and then more decking's going to go on top of that. And it's a whole thing, but it's looking really nice. I don't think we're going to get any more before Christmas. We're supposed to receive one more on the 22nd, I think it is. I can't see it with Christmas post being the way it is. I think that's a bit optimistic, to be honest with you. So I don't know. If we do, great. It'd be a nice way to finish out the year. But if not, it'll be again that weird kind of midweek limbo between Christmas and New Year's where we all forget what day that's the worst time. It's great because you're all at home, but you're thinking, what day is it? Tuesday? Is it Wednesday today? When they take in the bins, it's weird that week where we just fall into this weird kind of vortex of not knowing what day of the week it is. When are the bin men coming? That week? I'm expecting it to be delivered then, along with the Doll's House. So a Doll's House is due this weekend, so we will have 95 to 98 to come in this weekend. I've still got 94 to put up on the channel. It's built. I've just got to put up on the channel. And that'll be good because, again, that will be, it's not going to come before Christmas. I can't see it. Again, unless Hachette go, bang all these out before Christmas so we can all go on our break. Can't see it. So that'll probably be after Christmas as well. So we've still got a lot to do. There's more Gauntlet coming, right? Which is ridiculous because, again, it's getting the kid to film it. So I'm like 15 issues deep on the Gauntlet I've got to put on the channel. So as I said, there's a lot coming in December. We're caught up. We fell behind because work got absolutely insane and I had no time to build and illness and it was bad. But we're finally caught up. So we're caught up with everything now. I just have to do a bit of editing and they'll be ready. So like the Tumblr's done. I've just got to put it on the channel. The Gauntlet is done. I've just got to put it on the channel. But there are 5 more Gauntlets coming and they don't take long at all. So there'll be a ton of Gauntlet through December. There'll be everything that you tune in to watch, you're going to get more of in December. So we've got a load of Gauntlet coming up. There'll be more Tumblr. There'll be 2 lots of Tumblr, I should imagine. Titanic's coming up. There'll be 2 lots of Doll's House. We'll have our weekly catch-ups. We are doing Christmas movies for people who don't like Christmas movies, again, where it's an alternative choice for Christmas movie. We'll be looking at the movies that are streaming as well, on the streaming channels and also on terrestrial TV, and giving you our picks and recommendations and ones to watch, because it's a bit of a minefield. It used to be there were 2 movies, the one on BBC One and the one on ITV. Take your pick. Take your pick. That was it. Now, with the absolute just sea of movies that you get through all these streaming channels, we're going to look at all of them and say, you know what, if you're looking for something to watch over Christmas, pick these ones. Because there's some great ones out there. You don't want to miss them. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to do the Christmas Ask Me Anything. So if you'd like to ask me anything, you can just submit a question to billandtheboys@outlook.com with Ask Me Anything. And we'll answer it, with the exception of my 2 golden rules that I won't answer, which are, what did your tattoo say? Nevermore. And what do you do for a living? Not going to tell you. Beyond that, we'll answer anything you want to ask us. We really will. And it's fun. We love having your questions, because I get a lot of questions. I get like a lot of questions. So I try and answer all of you. When you email, I try and answer all of you as quickly as possible. Sometimes it might take me a week, but I mean, I will get back to you. And it's just because at the moment, with the end of year, work is absolutely nuts. It's crazy. So I never know when I'm going to get in. It's like I got in late tonight. I'm probably going to get in late tomorrow night, and I'm probably going to get in late Friday night as well. So it's all full go. This weekend, wrestling. So if you're into the wrestling, this weekend there is a fantastic show on at Hanham in Bristol, Hanham Community Centre in Bristol. There is an amazing show on because it's featuring former WWE wrestler and current Impact wrestler Eric Young, and it's a special event called Forever Young. Eric Young will be fighting a triple threat match for the #1 contender shot. There is a casket match for the Evolution Championship. There is a fantastic match for the Evolution tag titles. And there is a 30-man Royal Rumble. Doesn't get much better than that. And you can get all of that good stuff for 15 quid a ticket. That's amazing, right? Here's the poster. So there are a small number of tickets still available for that. There really isn't many because it's sold quickly. But there are a few tickets left. So if you want one, I'll put a link in down below. You can head over there, get a ticket. It's at Hanham Community Centre in Bristol on Saturday. You can also, there is a meet and greet option. So if you, or you got little ones that would like to meet WWE star, they can. You can get an autograph, get a photo, everything you want. Good stuff. And it's a bargain. For 15 quid, you're getting so much wrestling. And it's such a high quality as well. What have we been watching? Still The Walking Dead. Oh God, it's a lot, man. When you've seen it before and the kids there saying, it's a lot. It's a lot of Walking Dead. It's a hell of a lot of Walking. There's so much Walking Dead. It's ridiculous. But we also watch Violent Night again. If you haven't seen Violent Night, watch Violent Night. It's so good. It's so good. But we'll talk about that later on in the month. But we love Violent Night. It's so good. But as I said, we'll do a feature about that. But what I want to know as well is we've got a lot of Christmas to fill. We've got enough, but is there anything you'd like to see? Is there anything you would like to see on the channel? Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Is there anything you'd like to see videos of? Is there anything that I can bring to you over Christmas that you'd like to see? If there is, let me know. Let me know. Pop it in the comments down below or email at Bill and the Boys and say, I've got an idea I'd like to see you do this. And we'll do it. For next year, we're already kind of looking at what we're going to do on the channel next year. Very happy with how everything is at the moment, but there's always room for new things, always. So I've been speaking to a friend of mine, and we're looking at possibly doing a tutorial, if you will, a how-to on something I don't know how to do, right? So it's not me teaching you how to do something, my friend teaching me how to do something, and you can learn as well. So you can kind of see a rookie trying to do something, me, being taught by an expert. And if I make the mistakes, you'll see, okay, well, this is the mistakes rookies typically make. You'll see me do it. If I make mistakes, you'll see me make the mistakes. But that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. We got to sort out the details of that, but that will be good. If we can bring that together, I think that'll be something special. I think it'd be quite nice. Lancaster Bomber is supposed to be available on the 27th of December. It's only 4 weeks away. So should it launch, we're going to buy it. If it's in the shop, we'll buy it in the shop. If we can sign up to it, we're going to sign up to it. But I mean, if we can subscribe to it, we'll subscribe to it. But if I see it in the shop, I'm buying it in the shop. So that will be on the channel if we get it. And we can see if they have made, I can't see they've made too many drastic changes to it. I wouldn't be surprised if they've scaled back that diorama, because that diorama it sat on was humongous. It came with a massive diorama of the river and the dam, and that thing was huge. So I wouldn't be surprised if they scaled that back. But we'll see. We'll see. We don't know. We'll find out. What else have we got coming? We have, as I've said, tons. So we've got Gauntlet, but the next things that are coming up this week, so Tumblr this week, and also the Fun Home model will be this week. And then I've got a few other bits and pieces that are coming up that are quiet for now, but you will find out what they are very soon. That's about all from me, because I am so tired. It's ridiculous. The whole family's ill at the moment as well, so I'm dealing with that treat. But that's all from me. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps our channel massively, and we just love having you along for our journey here. It's part of a community, and we love talking to all of you. We really do. So if you want to message us, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. We love receiving your emails, really do. They always make my day. I read them on my lunch break and things like that, and they always cheer me up. So if you'd like to email us. Honestly, it doesn't have to be I don't know how to do this. You can just say, hey, have you seen this? Or hey, would you like anything at all? Honestly, we're very welcome, very friendly. We'll definitely message you back. Thanks for stopping by. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice and take one last look at this place before Christmas invades it, because we're having the lights and stuff the next time you see us. So, yeah, brace yourself for that. One more time, I'm feeling a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I'll see you very, very soon for more from Building the Boys. Take care, and I'll see you then.